Welcome to Cigar, Coffee, Psalms and Proverbs, Volume 17. Today I have a limited edition slice of pizza with me for breakfast. Oops. Salty pizza. And I've got some big, lovely Castella Panatellas cigars. Golden. Castella. It's quite a chunk. That's a nice one. Upgrade. And we've got our Holy Bible. And today we are starting on Psalm 81. For the director of music, according to Gittith of Asaph. Sing for joy to Elohim our strength. Shout aloud to the Elohim of Jacob. Begin the music, strike the tambourine, play the melodious harp and lyre. Sound the ram's horn at the new moon, and when the moon is full, on the day of our feast. This is a decree for Israel, an ordinance of the Elohim of Jacob. When Elohim went out against Egypt, he established it as a statute for Joseph. I heard an unknown voice say, I removed the burden from their shoulders, their hands were set free from the basket. In your distress you called and I rescued you. I answered you out of a thunderstorm, a thundercloud. I tested you at the waters of Meribah. Hear me, my people, and I will warn you. If you would only listen to me, Israel, you shall have no foreign god among you. You shall not worship any god other than me. I am Yahweh, your Elohim, who brought you up out of Egypt. Open wide your mouth, and I will fill it. But my people would not listen to me. Israel would not submit to me. So I gave them over to their stubborn hearts, to follow their own devices. If my people would only listen to me, if Israel would only follow my ways, how quickly I would subdue their enemies and turn my hand against their foes. Those who hate Yahweh would cringe before him, and their punishment would last forever. But you would be fed with the finest of wheat, with honey from the rock I would satisfy you. I just need a candle that's just burning the whole time, so I can just light this again. I like to think of Yahweh our God as a fire, just like he was the fire that consumed the bush when he first spoke to Moses, right? He still is an all consuming fire. He is also our inner fire, if you will. God is within us. And he gives you the courage to do what you gotta do. If you invoke him, speak his name and pray Yahweh in your veins to breathe new life into you, to burn away what no longer serves, to burn away the sin. Psalm 82, a psalm of Asaph. Elohim presides in the great assembly. He renders judgment among the gods. How long will you defend the unjust and show partiality to the wicked? Defend the weak and the fatherless. Uphold the cause of the poor and the oppressed. Rescue the weak and the needy. Deliver them from the hand of the wicked. The gods know nothing. They understand nothing. They walk about in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are shaken. I said, you are gods. You are all sons of the Most High. But you will die like mere mortals. You will fall like every other ruler. Rise up, O Elohim, judge the earth, for all the nations are your inheritance. Word. Oh, that's good pizza. Cold from yesterday. I didn't get any yesterday. I had venison bolognese. Psalm 83, a song, a psalm of Asaph. O Elohim, do not remain silent. Do not turn a deaf ear. Do not stand aloof, O Elohim. See how your enemies growl, how your foes rear their heads. With cunning they conspire against your people. They plot against those you cherish. Come, they say, let us destroy them as a nation, so that Israel's name is remembered no more. With one mind they plot together. They form an alliance against you, the tents of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagrites, Byblos, Ammon, and Amalek. Philistia with the people of Tyre, even Assyria has joined them to reinforce Lot's descendants. Do to them as you did to Midian, as you did to Sisera and Jabin at the river Kishon, who perished at Endor and became like dung on the ground. Make their nobles like Horeb and Zeb, all their princes like Zebah and Zalmunna, who said, let us take possession of the pasture lands of Elohim. Make them like tumbleweed, my Elohim, like chaff before the wind, as fire consumes the forest, or a flame sets the mountains ablaze. So pursue them with your tempest, and terrify them with your storm. Cover their faces with shame, Yahweh, so that they will seek your name. May they ever be ashamed and dismayed. May they perish in disgrace. Let them know that you, whose name is Yahweh, that you alone are the Most High over all of the earth. Psalm 84. For the director of music, according to Gittith, of the sons of Korah, a song. How lovely is your dwelling place, Yahweh Shaddai! My soul yearns, even faints, for the courts of Yahweh. My heart and my flesh cry out for the living Elohim. Even the sparrow has found a home, and the swallow a nest for herself, where she may have her young. A place near your altar, Yahweh Elohim Shaddai, my King and my Elohim. Blessed are those who dwell in your house, they are ever praising you. Blessed are those whose strength is in you, whose hearts are set on pilgrimage. As they pass through the valley of Baca, they make it a place of springs. The autumn rains also cover it with pools. They go from strength to strength, till each appears before Elohim in Zion. Hear my prayer, Yahweh Elohim Shaddai. Listen to me, Elohim of Jacob. Look on our shield, O Elohim. Look with favor on your anointed one. Better is one day in your courts than 1,000 elsewhere. I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my Elohim than dwell in the tents of the wicked. For Yahweh Elohim is a sun and shield. Yahweh bestows favor and honor. No good thing does he withhold from those whose way of life is blameless. Yahweh Shaddai, blessed is the one who trusts in you. Now we have one psalm left, which is only not too long, 13 verses, and then we're on to the wisdom proverbs, my favorite. But first I'm going to take a bite of pizza with some olives on. Oh. Psalm 86, a prayer of David. Hear me, Yahweh, and answer me, for I am poor and needy. Guard my life, for I am faithful to you. Save your servant who trusts in you. You are my Elohim, I have mercy. Have mercy on me, Adonai, for I call to you all day long. Bring joy to your servant Elohim. Bring joy to your servant Adonai. Gotta get the correct sacred name here. Lord, with a capital L and lowercase o-r and d, means Master Adonai. Lord in all caps is a replacement of God's name, Yahweh. Some people call him Jehovah. And the Hebrew for God is just Elohim, meaning basically God or deity. I think it's more personalized. I use it purely for our God. Bring joy to your servant Adonai, for I put my trust in you. You, Adonai, are forgiving and good, abounding in love to all who call to you. Hear my prayer, Yahweh. Listen to my cry for mercy. When I am in distress, I call to you, because you answer me. Among the gods. Hold up, I'm reading the wrong one. I'm meant to be reading Psalm 85 and I'm reading 86. I don't think it's worth redoing the whole video for this. Psalm 85. For the director of music, of the sons of Korah, a song. You, Yahweh, showed favor to your land. You restored the fortunes of Jacob. You forgave the iniquity of your people and covered all their sins. You set aside all your wrath and turned from your fierce anger. Restore us again, Elohim our Saviour, and put away your displeasure towards us. Will you be angry with us forever? Will you prolong your anger through all generations? Will you not revive us again, that your people may rejoice in you? Show us your unfailing love, Yahweh, and grant us your salvation. I will listen to what Elohim, Yahweh, says. He promises peace to his people, his faithful servants, but let them not turn to folly. Surely his salvation is near those who fear him, that his glory may dwell in our land. Love and faithfulness meet together. Righteousness and peace kiss each other. Faithfulness springs forth from the earth, and righteousness looks down from heaven. Yahweh will indeed give what is good, and our land will yield its harvest. Righteousness goes before him, and prepares the way for his steps. Okay. Psalms successfully completed. Well, for today. With the 5. Now on to one proverb. For those of you not aware, 5 Psalms and 1 proverb every day for 30 days means you equally get through the whole book of Psalms and Proverbs at the same time at the same rate. Because there's 150 Psalms and 31 Proverbs. So it's like a month's worth of reading. It only takes 15-20 minutes a day. It's very prayerful and wise. These books combined. Excellent combination. Save the crust for the ducks. Proverb 17. Better a dry crust. What? Better a dry crust with peace and quiet, than a house full of feasting with strife. A prudent servant will rule over a disgraceful son, and will share the inheritance as one of the family. The crucible for silver, and the furnace for gold, but Yahweh tests the heart. A wicked person listens to deceitful lips. A liar pays attention to a destructive tongue. Whoever mocks the poor shows contempt for their Maker. Whoever gloats over disaster will not go unpunished. Children's children are a crown to the aged, and parents are the pride of their children. Eloquent lips are unsuited to a godless fool. How much worse lying lips to a ruler? A bribe is seen as a charm by the one who gives it. They think success will come at every turn. Whoever would foster love covers over an offense, but whoever repeats the matter separates close friends. A rebuke impresses a discerning person more than 100 lashes a fool. Evildoers foster rebellion against Elohim. The messenger of death will be sent against them. Better to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than a fool bent on folly. Evil will never leave the house of one who pays back evil for good. Starting a quarrel is like breaching a dam, so drop the matter before a dispute breaks out. Acquitting the guilty and condemning the innocent Yahweh detests them both. Why should fools have money in hand to buy wisdom, when they are not able to understand it? A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. One who has no sense shakes hands in pledge, and puts up security for a neighbor. Whoever loves a quarrel loves sin. Whoever builds a high gate invites destruction. One whose heart is corrupt does not prosper. One whose tongue is perverse falls into trouble. To have a fool for a child brings grief. There is no joy for the parent of a godless fool. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. The wicked accept bribes in secret to pervert the course of justice. A discerning person keeps wisdom in view, but a fool's eyes wander to the ends of the earth. A foolish son brings grief to his father's father, and bitterness to the mother who bore him. If imposing a fine on the innocent is not good, surely to flog honest officials is not right. The one who has knowledge uses words with restraint, and whoever has understanding is even tempted. Even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongues. So best off keep quiet. Yahweh is calling. The outdoors is calling. Pray to God, spend some time in nature. Coffee a day keeps the tiredness away. Cigar a day keeps the doctor away. Psalm a day keeps the devil away. A proverb a day keeps the stupidity away. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Cigar, Coffee, Psalms and Proverb, Volume 17. Tomorrow we will read 5 more Psalms and 1 more Proverb. We will be reading Psalms 86 to 90 and Proverb 18. God bless you. Perfect coffee. Perfect cigar. Castella cigars are made by skillfully blending a selection of the world's finest cigar tobaccos, including choice Havana and Java leaf. See you in the next video.